Well, Representative Darren LaHood and challenger Junius Rodriguez face off for just 2 weeks until Election Day, and DeLon Dillard was in the audience as the two debated back and forth on why they believe they should have your vote and have your best interest at heart.
Illinois' 18th congressional district has not been represented by a Democrat since the 1930s. Junius Rodriguez believes that he can change that, but current Republican incumbent Darren LaHood believes otherwise. It's round two in the ring for Congressman Darren LaHood and challenger Junius Rodriguez. The two men were competitors in 2016, and 2 years later, that narrative is still the same. Monday night's debate brought forth a long list of topics, including border security.
Where you can build a wall in some portions of it, we ought to do that. We ought to have secured fencing. We ought to have barriers. We ought to make it a deterrent.
LaHood agrees with the wall. Rodriguez doesn't. Rodriguez also not a fan of the recent tax bill that LaHood has praised.
I don't think there's really a good explanation that we can come up with in terms of why we needed to add $1.3 trillion.
LaHood passionate about fighting against tariffs and the trade war.
I'm willing to give the president some flexibility, some discretion to get a better deal.
But Rodriguez questioning if LaHood really even rolled up his sleeves and fought for Illinois farmers.
I would love to know what kind of particular guidance you have given on the point, because it's perceived as being the co-chair of that group that you have a special kind of expertise on the topic.
Both agree on bipartisanship and working hand in hand with President Trump.
Fortunate enough to get elected, I look forward to continuing to work with the president. I think his policies are working in this country.
In a recent ranking of members of Congress on the basis of bipartisanship, local members of Congress, Cheri Bustos and Rodney Davis and Adam Kinzinger, got very, very high scores.
Plenty of topics discussed, but in this hour, we lost track of how many times Rodriguez...
You remember the one that Trump called mean? You had actually voted for that one.
Called out LaHood for what he calls dropping the ball.
If we're going to talk about who can bring true bipartisanship, imagining you as the champion of bipartisanship is sort of like saying that Kanye West would be the champion of logical thinking.
All in all, both candidates are very sure that voters will pick the best man for the job on November 6th. We're in Springfield tonight. I'm DeLon Dillard. Back to you.